Well, how you doing, kids? So we're out here at the Florence Airport, and we got a visitor that came in. They're going to be doing some work, and this is kind of a cool paint scheme on these helicopters. This is an MD500. Actually, this is an MD530. I like this one. I wish it had more color, but I still like it. Some interesting things here going on with this light. You can kind of see how they're doing those. It's just fun. Torpedo tube. I'm not sure what this little extra thing is, but it's got a little vent down there. What's really interesting is that is not black. That is a very, very, very deep blue. And it has a gray pinstripe around both edges. The yellow doesn't have any kind of pinstripe. But this is a metallic blue, very dark blue. In fact, it's probably the same blue that I used on my 500E from Vario. And they do external loading with humans. So there are 2 hooks underneath here. Gonna get pictures of all that stuff as I'm videotaping. And they have the modified strut leg so that they can kind of see, which I kind of like a little bit better than just the round leg in there. And my shadow screwed up everything. These guys are actually replacing some of the marker balls on the big power wires going across the Sayusa River, about milepost 5. So yeah, this is a deep blue. Almost see their danger sign. But this is, it stops right here. It carries on. This is kind of cool. This one's got an extra, I think this one's extra. I'm used to seeing this one, but I'm not used to seeing this one. This little access cover. For any of you guys out here that are wanting to do this paint scheme, they can't get the filter system because they've got it covered. Obviously, it's bedded for the night. Little quick pins for taking off the clam doors. I hear an aircraft above us. There. That was him. He's going to Seoul, Korea. Flying right by here at Florence, Oregon. Interesting. Stupid tidbits. Yeah, okay, back to the helicopter. But yeah, silver line all the way across. Yellow is going to be on this one. They could have done a little bit better job when they painted that. They got some overspray on that, some blow-by, a little bit of blow-by. I'm not a perfectionist. I can stop whenever I want. There's the extended boom tail rotor mount. We're gonna fight one day, and you can't see it. Those things are almost like they're hollow, but they're not. I thought that this metal trim piece wrapped all the way around, and they don't. But what's interesting, oh, they got some balance tape on there. In case you're really wanting to do this. Get these things in here. Art pictures. details and doodads. Like this coupling for the electrical. That's where it comes out at. And then it goes into the tail boom for all the other stuff. There's something to emulate on your full size is the little wax markings that show that if your bolts have come loose. Something to put on your MD530F. What does that say? That says something. Stop freaking moving, you jackass. And another little thing that we noticed today on the articles is they have an actual taper to them. Backs, and I believe they have it on the front, maybe? No, nope, they don't. It's perfectly smooth. But this is a pretty thick piece of stuff. But there is a taper. You can kind of see it. If I get over here. See, right there, you can see that it looks like a shadow going down the back edge. Well, it's actually thinning out the fin as it comes to that back taper. So there's something you could do, huh, Rob? Yeah, you could do that. That'd be fun. And there is some more of the marking wax, little marks, things, whatever they use. They use something. And that one, it's still kind of marked. It's still marked in there. But they went all the way onto the fuselage on this one, but it's still marked different from where the bolt is to where the little plate is on there. You can see try to get in here. Look at the fin mount. See if you can get in there. I gotta go all the way around the boom to do this. That's cool. I'm not nuts. I can quit whenever I want. And there's two sets of, and they're different. So the back one, oh, come on, dang it. This is the front mount and it stops. The back mount is part of the whole thing that goes around the back. So, yeah, interesting details. And we're on this side. So there's quite a bit of gap around the exhaust for that big motor in there. Door doesn't quite line up. Oh, my OCD's kicking in. All the pictures. How many rivets does it take? Doesn't take 78,000, that's for damn sure. interesting. I don't know if mine had that or not. Yeah. Got the door. Got all that. They got all the safety pins to keep the doors on. And you got the working. Oh, I gotta get pictures of that in there. You gotta get their grip tape inside their door. Because we're gonna be doing those on the 600. We're gonna be getting all that stuff. Man. Interesting. This one doesn't have. Oh, I guess it does. Huh. This one seems. Why am I seeing different stuff? I must be doing different shit. This is the nameplate. I can't see it. There we go. There we go. Let me get one last thing. Fiberglass. You can kind of see the fiberglass on it. You see the cracks around all this stuff. So this part actually slides up and down and is allowed to slide on the body as the landing gear goes in and out as it's getting compressed and all that. Took the rain in picture. In case you guys want to do big, I can't even. If you look at it this way, you can see something there, but if you're looking down in there, you can't see it. You can kind of see it in there. But yeah. These windows don't bulge out at all. And I do have it set up just, that's considered a seat. They do have seat belts, but this is mainly for doing other stuff in here. We'll get these pictures over here. Go to the other side. The way you guys that want to detail the inside can do so. Need to make me some fabric stuff to go around that, around the exhaust, and these particular ones, they just put a strap around it and then this on the end and tied a rope to it. And they got all these extra handles on here for holding because they're doing side stuff. So this has a max side pull when they're pulling wires. A 1,200 pound max side pull. So he's got his torque meter and some other kind of meter. That's hook load. That's not focusing. Come on, booger, focus. Focus! There we go. Hook load. And then looks like an hour's meter on there. Come on, focus, you POS. Almost gets it. So he's got that in place of where the fire extinguisher normally is, but that's okay. Just something interesting and different. And look, they even put their numbers on there too. Come on, booger, focus. God damn it, focus. There we go. Yep, see, they got 5, they got 4, and they have 3. So 3 would be green, 4 is red, 5 is, looks like white. Let's see what's on the other. 1 is blue, and number 2 is yellow. Interesting stuff, just to drive you frickin' nuts. So that's this nice little 530F from, these guys are from Canby, Oregon.